So I looked at our corporate website and there were lots and lots of images of men in suits, and everyone looked the same, and you kind of thought, where's the diversity, and moreover, where are the gals, right? So had lots of conversations with leaders in the business, and the answer was always the same, which was we'd love to have more women in the boardroom, but there just aren't any. Or love to help, but it's too complicated, don't touch it, you know. And then end of 2017, I was having a conversation with my boss, Richard, and we had the sort of female empowerment was just everywhere, and the Weinstein trial, Me Too movement. And I said to Richard, we've got to run a talent program for women in Panasonic. And there was no sharp intake of breath, no conditions, no questions. He just said, yes, I've been waiting for you to say this, let's do it. And it was just a momentous, career-defining moment, honestly.
Yeah, I remember it well. Listen, I think it's critical. You know, all organisations have woken up to this issue around having a good gender balance across all levels in an organisation. Most of the studies, in fact, all of them these days, and there's more than you can shake a stick at the moment, prove conclusively, you know, that the more diversity you have, particularly the gender diversity, then the more robust an organisation in terms of its performance and its success, and that's quantified in, you know, profit, return on investment, etc. So absolutely critical for an organisation like us to ensure our success by having a diverse mix, and particularly gender, and it opens up the door to all forms of diversity as well. So start with gender, but it then gives you an inroad into all sorts of other aspects of diversity. I think that's simple. I think it's all about, you know, cognitive diversity, thinking differently. When you have mixed teams at all levels of an organisation, then you've got that real mix of thinking styles. So when it comes to problem solving, driving change, dealing with disruption, you know, and being more entrepreneurial, frankly, then you're going to have much more success. Not always the easiest route to take, but ultimately the most successful, having a good mix of men and women in teams across the whole organisation, and particularly at senior level.
Yeah. One of the most important questions that we can ask in our job is, how does it feel to be in one of our programs? How does it feel to be talent managed? And we've asked that question all the way through Women in Leadership, particularly during the pilot, to test our kind of gut instincts, and that the design was meeting expectations of the women on it. So it doesn't just work for the organisation as a way of raising their visibility. And one of the things that we heard was it's too long. It was 12 months, and they were pretty exhausted, and they had a big day job. So it also needed to be more flexible and offer more support, because particularly in the first round, the women were having to not only attend the program but also to explain it. They were having to be ambassadors, and there was too much pressure on them to do that, as well as do the program. And also, we've offered a bit more flexibility in terms of when they take the coaching and the mentoring. So they get an executive coach, but they also get a business mentor. And a lot of them are opting to take that mentor at the end of the program to help them with that soft landing back in the business. So things like that have been key, and we will continue to listen so that by the time we come out with Will 3, it will be even bigger and better. Yeah.
Panasonic.